India's workhorse rocket fires again today. ISRO's LVM-3 Bahubali, the nation's most powerful launcher, is all set to lift off from Sriharikota, carrying the US Bluebird satellite, a launch that marks yet another milestone for India's space sector. This mission is the sixth operational flight of the LVM-3. The satellite weighs a massive 6,100 kilograms, a high-value commercial payload that underlines India's heavy lift capability and also growing global credibility. From human spaceflight to mega payloads, LVM-3 showcases India's commercial muscle, the India-US space tango in full force. So shortly, we'll see this launch, the launch of India's workhorse rocket that will be firing again today, and it will be lifting off from Sriharikota carrying the US Bluebird satellite. Now, Bluebird satellite weighs 6,100 kgs, and this is a significant mission for India. Now, this is ISRO's heaviest ever launch. LVM-3M6 is all set to take off with this satellite of the US Bluebird satellite that weighs 6,100 kgs, and this launch marks yet another milestone for India's space sector. This mission is the sixth operational flight of the LVM-3. So it's a major leap for India as well. India's workhorse rocket will be firing again today. The launch is set to take place at after 8:30 a.m. And ISRO's LVM-3, the nation's most powerful launcher, is all set to lift off from Sriharikota today, carrying the US Bluebird satellite. And we're now being joined by PK Ghosh, space scientist on the broadcast. Mr. Ghosh, a very good morning to you. How significant is this mission for India? The LVM-3 carrying the heaviest ever satellite, 6,100 kg is the weight of the satellite.
Good morning. Yes, I think this is a very significant step both for India and for ISRO, because firstly, we are using an LVM-3, which is essentially the GSLV Mark III, to put a satellite on the LEO, or the low Earth orbit. And this is a very heavy satellite. Like you said, it's about 6,100 to 6,200 kgs. And this is an American satellite by Bluebird Block 2. Earlier, they had put five Bluebird satellites last year, not through us, but separately. And it's a communication satellite. So now what we are seeing is, I must tell you, that India has one of the most reliable launches in the world anywhere. Our success rate has been phenomenal. And we are also, if I may use the term, frugal and one of the most cheapest to launch. So the entire world is seeing that, look, here is India. We are launching LVM-3, which we normally use for Gaganyaan, Chandrayaan and all, to launch a satellite in the biggest satellite in LEO. In LEO, this is going to be our low Earth orbit. This is going to be the biggest satellite, with huge arrays to the tune of nearly 2,400 square feet. So for us, you can imagine, we are telling the world, please come to us. We are not only cheap, but reliable, and we can put such heavy satellites to LEO, GEO, and so on and so forth. So I think this is a significant step for us. And this will show the world that, look, we are one of the space powers to reckon with.
Right. Mr. PK Ghosh, thank you so much for joining us on India Today. We also have my colleague Shibu Tripathi joining us on the story. Shibu, how challenging is it to launch a satellite, commercial satellite weighing 6,100 kgs, and what record will this mission set for India?
Good morning, everyone. So this is one of the biggest launch for ISRO as far as just the sheer weight of the payload is concerned. The satellite is around 6.1 tons in weight, which requires immense amount of thrust and energy just to pull it off the ground. And the only vehicle that India has for it is the LVM-3, which is the launch vehicle Mark III. It's also called the Bahubali of rockets when it comes to India. So the amount of energy that is required is immense, and only the LVM-3 is able to carry forward this mission. Now, this mission has been conducted through the commercial arm of the Indian Space Research Organization, which is the New Space India Limited, the NSIL. Going forward, this is going to be really important for India because India is trying to attract the global satellite launch market. It has not only developed the PSLV, but also a new variant of rocket called the SSLV, which is the small satellite launch vehicle that has already been transferred to the private industry. So going forward, this launch is going to be a cornerstone for India just to attract investment, to attract foreign customers, to show them that they are capable of putting such huge payloads into space, into low Earth orbit. This is going to about 15 to 18 minutes that will take for the satellite to deploy after launch. The launch is scheduled at 8:55 a.m. from the Sriharikota launch pad of ISRO, and we are looking to have a good Christmas firework, Christmas Eve firework actually from ISRO today.
All right, Shibu, thank you for those details, but also help us understand the objective of this satellite.
So this satellite is a broadband satellite that is being launched to, it's part of a major constellation by this US organization called as the AST Space Mobile Company. They already have a group of satellites that are currently orbiting in space. Today is one of the satellites, part of the constellation that is being launched to provide 4G and 5G network in some parts of the world. Just because this satellite is so heavy, the payload is so heavy, it's around 6.1 tons that has to be put into space, that they have come to India and have said that we are going to use the LVM-3 to launch into space. So the overall idea is just to enhance the broadband connectivity around the world.
All right, Shibu, thank you so much for all those details. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates on this story.